charged for this call. To accept this call, say or dial 5 now. Thank you for using Global Tel-Link. Rochelle, welcome in, Rochelle.
Welcome, Rochelle. Welcome.
Can you hear her, Rochelle?
Yes.
Okay. All right, well, you live with the CEO and Professor B. Right now, you're the first caller that just called in. So what Professor B is here to teach today or get you guys to start trying to learn is how to trade. Are you familiar with trading?
Not really.
Have you ever heard of it at all?
I can't.
Oh.
I couldn't hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. You said not really. So have you heard of the concept in general? Have you heard of it at all? Are you familiar with it at all?
Like trading goods and stuff like that?
She said, are you familiar with it like at all, trading at all? Like, do you got any insight or any knowledge of trading at all? Huh? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, you there?
Yeah.
Well, I'm Professor B, and we are here to talk about opportunity and becoming financially free and some different ways that can happen for you and anybody, regardless of where you are. So I am very passionate about freeing your mind and freeing your wallets. And I think a good way to do that is through trading. Trading is the concept of companies being bought and sold. So Apple is a really good example that we could use that most people are aware of. So if we're thinking about Apple from a trading perspective or a stock perspective, the Apple iPhone, I think those cost what? How much an Apple phone costs now?
Apple phone? Probably like
The 17.
Oh, probably like 1,500, 2,000. I don't know.
All right, so let's just say 2,000. The stock price, I wonder what Apple is right now. The stock price for Apple might be 250, right? So what we're doing as people, consumers out here in these streets, we're spending the $1,500 and we're going to go buy the new Apple iPhone, the Apple 17, right? That Apple 17 does the same thing that Apple 16 does. Hold on to your 16. What we should be doing is putting that $1,500 in the stock market, right? So now every time that Apple gets rich, you also get rich. Instead of being the consumer, you become the partner. And what trading does, it allows you to trade about those companies and make money from investing in them, like I just talked about, or trading them. So if you've ever seen like on the news when they're talking about you might see some lines like the Dow Jones or something like that, and they're talking about prices going up and prices going down. Those are positions where the companies are and what the market in the world is looking like, right? So what we're going to do, and I'm going to get to the money, but I'm just giving you the concept, is what we're going to do is basically look at these charts that I'll show you how to do and say, based on the information I see here, and I know they just released this iPhone 17, I know these stocks are about to go up. So if the price is, let's say, $250 right now, it's pretty safe to say that the price of that stock is going to go up $300 to $300. And we're basically placing bets saying it's going to go to $300. And if it goes to $300, we get paid for that. If it goes below the $250 that it started out for that day, then we lose money for that. So that's the simplest way to explain what we're doing. Okay? So this happens every day on the stock market. And there's a few different ways that you can make money. I'm gonna pause while we take on this new caller.
No. That was the operator talking.
Okay. So Rochelle, you following me so far?
Yes.
And anybody else on the line?
No, it's just her. It's just her. It's just her right now.
I will.
She said yes.
Yeah, she said she following me.
Okay, wonderful. So now there's a few different ways that we can use the stock market, right? So we can say it's 2025 and we just put out this iPhone 17. I'm pretty sure we're going to get the iPhone 30. So I'm going to put $1,500 in the market, in the stock market of Apple. I'm buying the stock of Apple, and I'm basically saying this 1,500 over the next 10 years is going to probably turn into $20,000 at the rate that Apple is growing, at the rate that Apple is growing. If they keep putting out new iPhones, right? So 10 years from now, or if I said 20, I don't remember which one because this is all like a hypothetical, but very much how it works. Giving you examples of how it works, right? That 1,500 in the next 10 years, and it could be more than that, will turn into $20,000. That's called long-term investing. You put your money in the stock market and you let it sit there and you just let it grow as the company grows. And Apple is in real life, Apple is great to invest in because Apple is revolutionary. Apple is always putting out new things. So you want to think about companies that are either very good at changing culture, or they're very good at being like the blue collar of the world. So you are going to think about like Johnson and Johnson. That's a company that you might consider. You wore Pampers. Your mama used baby powder. Like your mama used the baby lotion and all the products and all the medicines that Johnson and Johnson make. So they're not flashy. They're not a company that you hear about a lot, but they're a solid company that you can put your money into their stock and let it grow over time. Apple is more flashy and it's going to be faster money. So you also want to diversify when you get to that point. You want some money that grow a little slow. You want some money that go a little fast. Because let's say Apple put out the 17 and then it got a glitch. The stock is going to drop. You know what I'm saying? So, but now you got that steady income in your Johnson & Johnson. So you're kind of balanced out. So that's long-term investing. You can be a day trader. Well, actually, let's go to swing next. Swing trading is we're taking Apple on Monday and we're saying it's at 250, and we believe by Friday it's going to be at 500. So we place one trade on Monday and we ride it out to Friday and let that produce what it produced, and you can take your money the same day. Okay. All right, so that's swing trading from like within a week, or it could be like a few months. The next thing you were going to discuss is day trading. So you open up your charts. The market here in the States opens at 9:30. At 9:30, we're looking at the charts. We're thinking about what Apple's going to do today. All we're doing is deciding whether we think Apple is going up or going down. That's all the decisions we're making.
So you got the 1,500 in it right now, though.
We got the 1,500 right now.
All right. So I'm just making sure I'm following.
Yes. All right. So now, with any of these examples, we can use 1,500. So now we got the 1,500 is we're day trading at the beginning of the day. By the end of the day, we're trying to see that turn into $3,000.
Mm-hmm.
And you take your money that day.
And how we doing that? How we turning that 15 into $3,000?
I'm gonna get to that point. I'm gonna get to that because it gets faster. I ain't even done yet.
Oh, all right.
So our long-term invest, which was the first thing we talked about.
Got a call coming in.
Okay.
Rochelle, you still there?
Remember where we at, Rochelle?
Rochelle, remember where we at. I'm about to click over. Hold on. Hello? That's nothing. They coming in.
An inmate at Mississippi DOC Central Mississippi Correctional Facility. To accept this call, press 0. To refuse this call, this call is from a correction facility and recording. Thank you for using Global Telling.
Hello, Alicia?
Hey, yeah.
All right, what's going on, man? You live with the CEO, Professor B.
And Professor B.
You can hear her? Alicia?
I don't hear nobody. Yeah.
You can hear me now?
I can hear you.
All right, say something again. See if she can hear me.
Oh, can you hear me now, Alicia? Can you hear me?
Alicia.
Oh, I can hear you now.
Rochelle, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, go
Okay.
ahead.
Hey.
All right. So now in day trading, we're turning that 1,500 in the day that we invest at 9:30 by the end of the day into 3,000. Let's just say that's the goal. All right. So that's day trading. Then we have scalping. That's what I do. Okay.
Scalping?
Scalping means, yes, scalping. Scalping means we're in the trade maybe a minute. If you in the trade for 5 minutes, that's a long time. Scalpers are usually in and out of the market.
Oh, so they quick
Scalpers are turning
grabbing.
that.
They quick grabbing.
We quit grabbing. We came with our 1,500 and we want to turn it into 3,000 in 5 minutes. That's what I do. That's what I want to teach y'all how to do. And the more proficient, so this will basically become a paycheck for you every single day. Now, learning how to trade is a little difficult. When I say difficult, like going to school difficult. Whatever them people teach you at school, you got to pass your test. You got to make good grades. You got to be focused. You got to want this. And if you want this, you're going to be printing money for the rest of your lives.
Y'all heard
What
that?
I love.
You heard that, Alicia?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, kinda. Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
still.
Ladies, do y'all have children?
Do y'all got children?
Yeah.
How old are the babies?
Alicia,
How old are the babies, guys?
how old are your kids?
Yeah. 20 and 23.
You sound 23. So with that being said, I don't know what your kids do because
41. She 41.
girl, you sound like you 23. You have a very youthful, happy voice. But with that being said, I don't know what your sons do for a living, but this will be a skill set you yourself, if you learn how to do, you could teach your kids. And now they ain't never got to clock into nobody's job ever in life again. It's freedom. So what I love about trading is once you learn the skill set, it's a different form of freedom. I don't know how much time you ladies have. I don't know what resources you ladies have there. But if you're able to learn the skill set and maximize it while you're there, because it's really the best positioning, because you really want to be focused and undistracted as much as you can when you start learning how to trade. So when I started learning how to trade and taking it very seriously, it got to the point where I had to cut some friends off, because if I got the potential to make $1 million a year doing something that's guaranteed once I learn the skill set, I got to set aside time to learn that. So that's why I was so happy that Dante allowed me to speak to y'all, because we got nothing but time, ladies. So I want to know a little bit of information from you guys. So as we continue to meet, I know what is going to make the most sense. So help me out, Dante. What do you think is going to be the best way to show education while we're on these calls to the queens? Or y'all give me some advice on what would be the best way to teach y'all, knowing what you know and what I don't know. Like, do y'all have access to computers at any point in the day, like training time, or like give me some feedback on how I can best
60 seconds remaining.
Who that? Rochelle, you got 60 seconds?
I don't have access to computers.
All right, call back. Alicia says she don't got access to. I want to quit my job, quit my 9 to 5 so bad. You got to want to learn how to trade, Michael Charleston. You want to learn how to trade? Laughing my ass off. She in jail. Yeah, she in jail. She about to learn the skill how to trade.
The whole point of this call is for the queens that are incarcerated. This is their call. So if anyone has a problem, the kings and queens, if anyone has a problem or think that's funny, you can feel free to exit our call, because we're here to change lives in real life.
Absolutely. So look, all right, Alicia, they don't got. They don't got access. Y'all don't got access to computers in there, do y'all?
No.
Nah, just they tablets and what we could get to them on it. Basically.
So on their tablets, how much access do you have to tablets?
They got their tablets all day.
Okay, so how are y'all able to
I have
use
a
a tablet?
tablet all
You don't
day.
a tablet and a computer does the same thing mostly.
Take phone calls, pay for movies, pay for games, and video chat.
Video chat. You said break. I couldn't hear everything she said. What did she say?
All right. First thing first. Do not pay a lot of these people on here no mind. They are trolls.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm about to curse their asses out.
Nah, they will troll us to death, though. Trolls is what we did, but don't pay them no mind. Just positive comments. Don't pay the negative ones no mind. I'm trying to delete. My boy got blankets on the window.
This is how to change your life.
Hello?
Oh, God.
Hello?
All right, we got a new caller. Who this, Prince?
Hello?
Who this, Prince?
Hey.
I'm done.
I can hear you.
All right, Prince, welcome in, man. You live with the CEO and Professor B. We on the trading. We talking about trading. Hold on, I got another call coming in. Hold on, y'all. Hello?
Hello, this is a prepaid call from
We got a different person. We in Florida now, so we in Mississippi.
Okay, cool.
We in Mississippi, Florida, and Ohio.
Let's go. We are here to change lives.
Call 205-463-1310. That's how you could call. Call that number, 205-463-1310. His hairline where his ears start. All right, look, I got China, Prince, and Alicia on the phone. I got Professor B.
Bet.
I got another call. Hold on, I got another call coming in. Hold on, y'all. I got another call coming in. Hello?
Yeah, this is Mike Charleston.
What's going on?
Not a whole lot, man. Watching you all's
you on the YouTube call? You watching the live?
Yeah.
Oh, all right, bet. Look, I'm about to join you in the car. You just call it Love Nest XX. We're a pen pal service. Professor B, we got people calling in from prison, incarcerated, to attain this knowledge today. So I'm about to put you on the phone with them. All right, so look, AR, look, we got somebody that just called in live. So everybody say what's up. He on the phone. Say what's up, dude.
Hello there. What's going on?
Hey, what's up? What's happening?
All right, so look, we got China. She in Florida. We got Alicia. She in Mississippi. Prince, he in Ohio. Michael, where you calling from?
I'm in Indiana.
Oh, you in Indiana?
Ohio and where? Indiana.
Micah, Indiana. He free.
Indiana.
He was watching us on.
Indiana. I'm originally from Atlanta, Georgia, though.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Yep.
So what you want to learn how to trade?
So I've been trading. I've been doing my due diligence as far as swing trading here and there, and doing like real long call leap options trades, and I just never scalped before. And I just want to fine tooth it. I just need somebody to help me get over that hurdle and fine tooth my trading strategy.
What's your phone number?
My phone number is 812.
Hold on. 812.
I'm this live, so can I text?
We are live.
Oh yeah. Text that number. Text that phone number. Yeah. Hold on, I got another caller calling in. Hold on. Yeah, text. He was about to say his number live.
You about to be worldwide with that phone number, baby.
This is good. We got a lot.
This is wonderful.
This is great.
I was going to answer the man's question.
Nah, I'm about to put him back on, but I'm saying he watching the joint and called in.
Well, we live.
Yeah, that's great. Hey, man. Oh, let me get her on.
accept this call.
Told you this thing will start getting crazy. All right. Let's welcome Sierra in. She calling from California.
Hey, Sierra.
Hey, Sierra. Hello?
All right, so this line jam packed. So everybody look.
All right.
Everybody listen to Professor B. She about to continue to talk about trading. Rochelle and Alicia was already here. Prince and China, y'all joining in. So in Sierra, y'all.
I'm
just
gonna do a
listen
little
up.
talking about trading, and then I want to talk about these tablets so my brain can do it.
Me and you
do
can
what
talk
it
about
does.
that off the joint.
Okay.
I
You
feel
got
you
that
in
what
on.
she said is
Yeah,
okay.
I feel you in on all that.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So yes. So to me, Micah, it seems as because I'm not a swing trader. I'm not a leap trader per se. But if you're reading the candles and you're reading the charts, you're basically just doing the same thing on smaller time frames. So you already got patience because you trade leaps. So now you just need to use that same patience and go in on smaller time frames with the same knowledge. It's like you're taking the same trade, but but it's just faster. So because you know how to do swings and leaps, then you probably shouldn't have much of a problem. But like you said, finding the right technique is a thing. One that might be good to just start out with is an opening range. So for example, the 30-minute candle at 9 o'clock, then when at 9:30, when the stock market opens, you want to mark off the top of that candle and the bottom of that candle. And then if you know what I mean, I'm sorry, let me stop mumbling. You want to mark off the top of that candle. I'm just visualizing it in my head. In the bottom of that candle, you want it to break and retest. And that would be a great strategy for you to practice just out the gate of learning how to trade scalping. All right? Cool. And then for everybody else that's on the line, welcome. I know a lot of you have just gotten here, but if we could, while we're on the line, everybody tell me how much time we have left so we can see where you're at in the stage of this imprisonment and how much time I have with you as your professor. So Sierra, Rochelle, who else is on the line?
China
and
Prince. Prince, you on the line, Prince?
So yes, if everybody can just tell me that information real quick, that'll be helpful.
Hey, China.
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, tell her how much time you got left in jail.
Yeah, I got like 3 left.
3 years? 3 years?
Yeah.
All right, Rochelle. I don't think Rochelle. Who else on the phone?
Alicia. KB. I got 5 more. I have 5 more years left.
That's Alicia. She got 5 more years.
Okay.
Okay.
You said
I got a year and some change, but I can be getting out next year.
You said
I can be getting out soon.
KB?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
all right. You said you got a year left?
Yeah, I got a year and some change, almost 2.
Okay.
But I could be getting out on an ankle monitor soon.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Let me ask y'all a question. For the people that's on the line, how many years did he say?
He said he got like a year and some change left, but he should be getting out on the ankle monitor soon. What's up, Daily?
Okay. For the do y'all have somebody on the outside that y'all trust that can be your accountability partner and your buddy partner that can place trades for you? And they learn how to trade in the process.
If they don't,
yeah, I do.
If y'all don't, we do.
We do.
Absolutely.
Bet. Okay. Wonderful. So yeah. So what the plan is
Professor B asked. All right, look, she said. All right, so if you in there and you learn this skill how to trade, do you have anybody on the outside that you trust to place the trades for you?
Hello? Hell no.
Hey. I'm from West Orlando.
But we do. We got people for that to help y'all take that.
Okay. But yeah, so today's call is just really just to open up your mindset to the possibility of it all. Another reason that I really enjoy trading for us to learn is because it really shows you who you are as a person, right? Why we make decisions, why we do certain things, what aggravates us, what doesn't aggravate us. It's going to allow you self-mastery. So I'm not sure why you're where you are, if it was on purpose, if it was on accident, wrongful convictions, but nonetheless, it's going to expose so much about you that you're going to become a better person while increasing your money. Now, I did see one of the trolls say that it's like gambling, and that if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. Name something that's easy that you can make a lot of money from. I'm waiting. Anybody?
Somebody said I seen enough.
Anybody? Can they name me something that's easy that you can make a lot of money from?
Anybody.
Name anything that you can make a lot of money from?
That's easy, yeah.
Yeah, you can make a lot of money from electronics and anything. Make a lot of money just in general with AI and anything.
Okay, so you're saying using AI, which is definitely helpful. But if it was that easy, wouldn't everybody be using AI?
Anything that has to do with anything, yeah.
What do you say?
Say that again. Say that again. What you asked there, KB?
I don't know what happened. Oh, I said you can make money off of a lot of stuff in technology because AI is basically running everything. So technology is the best way to actually make more money because that's where the money is going to right now.
I agree with you wholeheartedly.
Electronics and stuff like that. That's what I'm going off of. I'm in electronics situation. I'm going for computers and technicians.
Gotcha. So that is a wonderful answer. And the real point that I wanted to make, guys, there's nothing easy that allows you to make a lot of money. And what I believe is on our side for the people that's intended for this call is the time, is the fact that you don't have to deal with all the real world issues and you can focus on learning the skill set. So I think it's the perfect opportunity. I think it's the perfect way for you. If it was a price to learn this information, once you learn it, you can teach it. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
I got a
If
call
anybody, okay, we got a call.
Hold on, y'all. I got a call coming in.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I got disconnected. This Micah again. I got disconnected.
All right, we back on. Professor B still going. All right, so just go ahead, continue.
Okay, wonderful. Who do we have on the line now?
Micah from Indiana.
Hey, Michael from Indiana. Welcome to the call. Yeah, so I just want to be a gift to you guys while you're in this situation. I just know that a lot of times, you're there unfairly, and if you are there fairly, you're there way too long. And you deserve an opportunity to change your lives. Y'all need more God in your lives. Y'all need more money in your lives. Y'all need more freedom in your lives. And when we can't get freedom one way, we're going to take it however we can take it. And money is the way to create a lot of freedom for yourself. And the skill set is something that, this is what the good old boys do. The people that's making a lot of money in this world is either from real estate or trade or the stock market. Real estate, that's hard for us to do from where we at. The stock market, you can do anywhere at any time, at any given time, which is the reason I went into it. Because I have no desire to be locally in the state of Georgia. I plan to travel the world, and I need a career that can travel with me. So I'm going to spend I spent a few years losing money in trading so I can learn how to be a great trader so I never have to worry about finances again. So before trading, I had a company that I was grossing $1 million a year as an independent entrepreneur. And that was my highest year, 1 million. Then I met a friend, and I was already trading, but I was trading for like side money, nothing to really live off of, right? And I met a friend who traded futures. which is just a different way of trading that we'll get into on our next call. And we came up with a framework of how we can make 14 million in a year. Now, if we come up with a framework of how to make 14 million in a year, that means if I got it half wrong, how much do I walk away with?
7.
Is it not worth me sitting down for a year or two, retiring myself from my own $1 million company so I can start making 7 million a year, over 1 million a year? So sometimes we do have to sacrifice, and a lot of us are rushing the process, which is why they feel like they can't trade. But that's why God has this on y'all side. All y'all got is time to sit down and learn how to come out here and be rich. And I'm gonna help you do it. Anybody got any questions?
Yes. So do you all have like some type of thing that you reach out to people and kind of mentor them so I can, like, I'm like in a classroom setting type of guy.
I agree wholeheartedly. What's your thoughts on that, Dante?
Absolutely. You text your number to the 205, right?
Yeah, I did. Yep. And it says Indiana. I gave my all my information.
I bet.
I feel like I'm almost there. I just need that. Oh, this is where you messing up at. Oh, this is why, you know what I'm saying? Why your games are not consistent.
Give me 1 second. I got another caller coming in. Give me 1 second.
Is that Micah talking?
Yeah, that was Micah talking. Hello.
This is Global Tellink. You have a prepaid call from an incarcerated individual in New Creek State Prison, Ione, California. This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded. You have a prepaid. Thank you for using Global Tellink.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to all the rest of the calls. Them shit disappeared.
Yeah, so Micah, your situation's a little different.
Micah's gone. The other line disappeared. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I just came back.
This Breon Graham from California.
Okay, Breon, was that you asking the question?
Yeah.
Nah, that was Micah. But Breon, you got any questions? All right, Jane. Somebody on here said gold going crazy is $5K an ounce.
Gold is going crazy. I don't know how much it is, but gold is at all-time highs.
All right, Micah said he here watching, so go ahead. You can address him. He said he's still watching.
Oh, okay. What was Michael's? Oh, so Micah, your situation's a little bit different. So if you shoot Dante or however you can reach out to him in the group chat or whatever y'all got going on over there.
He sent me his number. I'm gonna check.
Okay, we gotta wait for you to get what you need because you're in the outside world. So your situation's a little bit easier and an easy fix, especially because you come from trading. So you just gotta make a couple little tweaks, buddy. And you're gonna be it depends. Trading is all about your personality too. Like I like fast money, I like quick money,
Hello?
I like legal money. So it was like all the things I like was scalping, versus being a swing trader and having to wait. Swing trading for me.
We got a new caller that just called in. Kevin from New Jersey. Kevin, you live with CEO and Professor B. You know today is about trading. You're late, so just join in.
Yeah, so you're gonna when we start getting deeper into our trading journey together, you're gonna start picking how you trade based on your personality. Some of us got more patience than others. Some of us got more responsibilities than others. Some of us got more capital than others. So depending on what your situation is going to be how we determine what strategy that you use. But the beautiful thing that I love about trading is there's so many things you can trade. So again, I'm a futures trader. So I got y'all. I got a couple of things I need to learn as far as outside of future trading to share with y'all. But long story short, there's different things that you can trade, like stocks, like commodities, like gold, like businesses, so you get to pick, right? But then there's going to be different barriers. Like you can start as low as maybe $100, and that might be the most that you have. Somebody else might be sitting on 10K. So we put that 10K in the market, but we know how to trade. It's the same energy, it's the same principles, just more contracts. So whatever it takes to flip your $100, it's the same exact thing it takes to flip your $10,000. Instead of trading one contract, which is basically telling you how much money you're going to make per move, you're basically you're going to do more contracts. So if one contract gets you $20 per dollar, so every time it goes up $1, let's say you make $20. So if you do two contracts, every time it go up $1, you make $40. If you do three contracts, every time you go up, it go up $1, you make $60. So it just depends on how much money you have to invest that allows you to make it as quickly as you can. So it depends on, how much time you got. You might want to just put your money in the stock market and let it sit there.
Hold on, fellas. Got a call coming in. Hello?
Hello. Please do not hang up the phone.
Oh, nah, that ain't. We back. That wasn't none.
Yeah, but either way, guys, it's a very profitable skill. It's a skill set that I think is not talked about enough because it is doable.
Who that, Breon? Who that, Breon?
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Who this, Breon talking?
Yeah, I'm talking.
All right, go ahead.
So I was gonna state, like, so when you said that it's like, if you like say if you're doing like $100 or whatever the case may be in the stock market, it's like building yourself up, correct? So it's just like being in like a CD type area for like holding, like every time you build something up, it's basically accumulating itself, correct?
It was a little choppy, Dante. If you heard it better, can you repeat his question?
Say it one more time.
Okay, I was saying you were stating that basically if you have $100, it can by it being in the stock market industry, it can actually accumulate itself by actually doing that. So it's like almost like a CD being like put in as like a CD account, and it's like basically it builds itself up, correct?
You have 1
Yes,
minute
especially for some
remaining.
long-term trading. So like if you buy a CD, how you gonna earn like 3.6%? So with long-term investing,
Yeah.
which was what we talked about at the beginning of the call, it works very similar. So instead of you buying that CD with your $100, you can invest it in a stock like Apple. And Apple stock probably goes like the CD might be 3.6%. I think is like the average interest rate for CDs right now. Apple, you might make 20% a day. Like you flip the money so quickly.
It's 26%.
26%.
Apple is 26%.
26%.
There you go, 20%. But it always changes. It's never one thing. It always fluctuates. But that's a long way from 3.6%. So even if you got 10, even if you got 15, if you got 20, some days you're gonna get 40. Some days you're gonna get more than that. When them new iPhones hit and that news hit right, your money can quadruple quickly. So you always want to, if you have the capability, long-term trading in very what's the word I'm looking for? Credible stocks is a wonderful retirement play because you want to act like that money is completely disappeared. You want to put that money in your account and just let it sit there for the next decade, 2 decades, and just let it run up.
You actually, so you want to build it like a 401k?
Yep, you sure can. Yep. So that's your long-term investing. You just you set it and you forget it.
Okay.
And that's not a bad idea either. You know what I'm saying? Like it's, I don't think it's an or, because I'm here to teach you both. I mean, I'm here to teach you trading, and trading is more or less what we do that day. But I think if you can afford to do both, I think you should do both. I think you should figure out a way to trade, and I think and that's going to be considered more or less investing when you deposit that money and just let it sit there.
Yeah.
Because trading can be riskier. Like right now, y'all know we got Donald Trump in the office, right? So all he got to do is say a tweet,
for sure,
and tank the market. All he got to do is say a tweet and make the market go to all-time highs. So day trading can be a little tricky when there's news out, right? So we can't help what Donald Trump tweets because that's so random. But there are websites that we go and check every single day before we start trading. Just want to know what the news is coming out in general, like what financial news is coming out, what's the news from the White House, and then when we see those times, if you're scalpers like myself and a day trader, which means we're in the market and we're trying to get our money out the market within the same day. We want to know what's going on in the world that day. So we can, sometimes you want to avoid trading with news. Like if news is coming out, like it's so specific. It'll be like news is coming out at 11:05, 11:30. And then like at 11:30 for 5 minutes, you may not trade because you just want to see how crazy the market is going to get. So in the market, we read candles. Is anybody familiar with candles? If you're familiar with candles and what that is, say one. If you're not, say two. But somebody say something. If you know what
familiar with
candles
candles?
are,
Hey,
one.
Hey, Breon, you familiar with candles?
I'm not like I've heard about it, but I never actually really understood it.
Have you seen them before? Has anybody seen them before?
Seen them
To know
before?
what I'm talking about?
Have you seen them before?
I've seen it before. Yes, I've seen it before, but I didn't understand it when I even seen it.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Just want to know where we are, like as far as experience or understanding or seeing it. So basically, what we're doing is reading candles. All right, we got green candles, meaning Apple stock is going up. We got red candles, meaning Apple stock price is going down. When we get in the stock market, our job as traders is to read the previous candles for historic text because we're technical traders. So you can be a technical trader. What's the other terminology? Or because that's what I am, so that's what I focus on. Or you can be a what is the other word? I forgot the word, but I can explain the difference. So the difference of a technical trader and the other trader is the technical trader reads the candles. Like that's our information. That's how we make our decisions. The other trader studies the company. They know the company's president. They know the what they're going to gross this year. They know the financials of the company. They know when the company's been in the news. Like they're keeping up with these companies to see what they're doing in real life, and then probably also comparing it to the technicals. But that's for people who care. I don't really care about the company.
Yeah, that's the one I see.
I'm here to trade these stocks and make money today.
The one that you just explained.
So when you have that mindset,
I said I've seen the one that you just explained. I didn't see the other one where you actually read. When you read it, the candles, I didn't get to see that one. I seen the other one when you actually know the business and get to know and basically the people, the everything else that comes along with it. That's the one I seen. I didn't know about the actual reading the candles. I didn't know about that one.
Yes. So I don't watch the news. I don't watch the news at all. So I never know what's going on in the world. I just check, other than social media, it tells me enough. So I just check the financial websites that I know about checking just to see what news is coming out that's related to the stock market per se. Well, related to what would affect the stock market. And I don't even look at that. I just notice the times. Because what happens is, let's say if the candle, y'all give me 1 second. Let me go get y'all an example of candles. 1 second.
All right, she walked off. She got to, cause me and her, we on YouTube live.
Yeah.
She on the screen, so she walked off.
Yeah, because I know about the candles, but I've seen it. But the only thing is, the one that I didn't understand is all like when you see it, it's mainly about the percentages of the company. It's like breaking it all the way down of what stock market that basically is open, or which one is high, which one's low, what percentage is that. On that note, I never got to see the actual the candles. I just know about like where it says, okay, this one right here, say for Apple, it's like 26%, for Microsoft, it's like 15%, stuff like that. Like that's actually just knowing about the stock market of the companies, not exactly of reading the candles exactly how how what's going up, what's fluctuating, what's doing this and what's doing that. I didn't know about that.
So let's pretend.
All right, that's why you
like this
on
chart.
this call today, because you're here to learn.
Yep. So we got the way you know.
I'm so into electronics. I'm so into electronics of doing like stuff like that. So I'm more so into like the Microsoft, the Apple, like stuff like that. When it comes down to the stuff like that,
That's perfect. That's perfect. So because you're into electronics, it actually makes sense for you to be knowledgeable of those companies, right? So I can understand why you would go into investing that way, right? I could care less what them companies doing. I look at the chart. So let's pretend like this is Apple, right?
All right, she got this the chart up right now. I'm looking at the screen. She got some chart up.
This basically is saying this is Apple. This is the iPhone 1.
That line you pointing at the bottom?
This candle right here.
Oh, I see it.
And price is going. We just introduced it. This is the very beginning, and we just introduced the iPhone 1. We went up to here. Everybody want the iPhone 1. All right, it's been a year. Nobody's buying the iPhone no more. The stock price is going down. All right. Oh, we just introduced the iPhone 2.
Shot up. Got you.
All right, it's been a year. Nobody's buying the iPhone 2, but it's now the latest thing. Everybody wants one. Here's the iPhone 3.
Got you.
So let's just say this was 15, 16.
I know about anything
17.
That, like if you do, because I know for a fact that you go into the trading of Apple and stuff like that, any new technology or anything that they come out with, you get the percentage, a small dose percentage of what they actually throw out in the market.
So at the very top of the call, we talked about investing, right? You don't get a small percentage of you get a small percentage of everything. So I gave the analogy, instead of buying the iPhone 17 at $1,500, you can invest that $1,500 into the Apple stock. Now, every single time Apple does anything, good or bad, you get a piece of it.
Damn.
So Apple is a stock that you want to invest in. So that's why I always use it as a good example. But that's what these candles are saying. When it was hot, when it was stagnant, when it was hot, and it's just gonna keep going up. So this is telling the story that you hear about on the news, or I'm studying the company and knowing all its fundamentals. I'm studying the candlesticks. And basically what this is saying is, well, now that we're way up here, what goes up must come down. We're trying to see if it's going to come down to probably right here. This chart is telling me it's been here before. It's not as low as this, because Apple probably going to never get that low again. But it probably will drop after everybody get these 17 till about right here. When it drops right here, that's when I'm going to go buy more Apple stock. Because I don't want to buy it when it's at all-time highs, because I can't make no money that way. But when it drops again, I'm loading up. So when it go back up for the 18, I make a profit. All right. So most people think they got to wait till they get all the way down here. Nope. We're just looking for the patterns in the candles. And they were making an educated guess that, I doubt if it gets any lower than this. But I'm going to set an alarm that says anytime this price gets here, I need to buy some stock.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Did that make sense?
Okay. That makes sense.
That makes sense.
Okay, cool.
Damn,
all right.
To me.
Yeah, I see your wheels over there turning like, damn, I need to do some more investing. No, y'all, seriously. If you got some extra cash over there, Dante, the bank ain't where it need to be. It needs to be in a brokerage account, sitting in a stock that makes not a lot of movement. Safe stock is cool for long-term growth, but it needs to be a stock for the interest. You're never going to get the interest that you can get from investing in a stock or stocks that you'll get from just having your money sitting in that bank. And you can always go and get it when you need it. Cool. All right.
Yeah, that part
Who else we got still left on the line?
Just Breon.
Oh, okay, Breon. And Breon he know what's going on. You got any more questions?
That's why he the last one.
Listen, this ain't for everybody, but the ones that is for, okay? And when you mix that with your love of technology and then your love of just, I need something to fund my dream, you're going to be onto something.
All right, Breon.
Breon, when you get out?
I go off of, I like technology, period, because, being gamers and everything else, I love stuff like that. So by actually getting involved in the AI and Microsoft, back to the old school AOL and just looking at stuff like that, Yahoo, how they made all of those and making your own emails and all this other stuff and making your own web pages and stuff. I'm actually in here in computer class. So I'm actually sitting over there trying to develop more intel on the actual industry of electronics, period, and just straight anything, because now we have to understand we're getting fuel filters, we're getting actual plug-in cars now. Everything is coming into actual being electronic. So in my mind, it's like, okay, well, if anything is going to actually sell, because it's changing nowadays, it's going to be electronics. You're going to have the same thing with technicians. Technicians are going to have to sit there and do all diagnostics on the computer now instead of actually doing it, just doing all that shit. So in my mind, by actually going in the industry of technology, it just don't build upon one situation. It builds upon all of it.
It does. It
goes upon everything from cars to computers to TV.
Hold on, Breon. Hold on, because we got a couple minutes left. Hold on. Let me get this caller on.
Yeah. You got a caller? Yeah, and the thing about it is those financial companies, if you look them up in the stock market, they tell a story. So if you start paying attention to their earnings year over year, it's like, last year this particular technology company didn't do as well as it did the year before. That's something to pay attention to. You know what I'm saying? And now you get to select more wisely.
Hang up. We live. Hang up.
And study what you love at the same time, but follow its financials. So you're really a part of the process. So you're really a partner in the business. You can invest a couple of dollars. It ain't even got to be a lot. Just whatever you can do, which is going to make your interest in it even more powerful. Because you're like, not only do I want to know what Microsoft is doing because I love technology, my money's tied up with Microsoft. And that make you feel like a boss.
Hey, Breon, man, all this time you've been on this service, I never knew you was into stuff like that, bro. We could have been best friends by now. You see, you've been calling with all this BS, chasing all these whatever.
When you bring the queens on the live that talk about queen activity,
but the one thing, I didn't know it was gonna be more so. Like I didn't know it was gonna be more so as a study, like this. Getting more involved. So when you gave me the information about the course, I said, oh, hell yeah, because I want to know more about technology. I want to know more about the trade market to actually sit there and make a mark for myself, even with my own business when it comes down to the technology. I already know how to put shit together and take it apart, so I'm not worried about that. I just want to sit there and know more about it, to sit there and jump into the trade to actually understand how they actually move their items, how they actually sit there and look at the stock market and be like, okay, look, this is what's going to be moving. This is how much is moving. This is how much they're going up, and this is how much they're going down. Like, I want to know, like, why everybody's leaning on Apple iPhones and everything else instead of actually just going to a Google Pixel. You know what I mean? Like, I'm into stuff like that. Like, why did they choose this? Why did they do that? Okay, what can I do to actually help them make it better? That's what I want to know. That's how I am. Like, I'm more so about the technology part.
Hold that
Yeah.
thought. Hold that thought. Hold that
Hold
thought.
that thought.
Hello?
Hello, this is a prepaid call from an inmate at the Gadsden Correctional Facility. To accept this call, press 0. To refuse this call, hey, your current balance is $14.85.
It's the last person. We going.
Okay.
Subject to monitoring and record. Thank you for using Global Telling.
And it's fundamentals and technicals.
Hello. Welcome
Fundamental
in. You live with
training.
the CEO, Professor B.
Technical training.
Who's calling?
This call and your telephone number will be monitored
Who?
and recorded.
Yeah, we still live. Go ahead, Professor.
Oh, y'all, I just said something. What did I just say? Oh, when I was trying to think of the other word is fundamentals. So you study the fundamentals of the company. You can be a fundamental trader or fundamental investor or a technical trader. So fundamentals, you study the company and what it's doing. Technical, we're looking at the candles. Technically speaking, this is what these candles are about to do.
Knowing the fundamentals of how they move.
Exactly. So when you are able to tap both of those together,
how the stock market is moving it, yeah, how it all goes together. Because if you see and know how they move it and why one goes,
now you got it. Like for an example, gold is at all-time highs. So people who do fundamentals probably saw this coming. You know what I'm saying? Versus me, I'm looking at the charts and I'm reading what's happening in real time. But I am here for the money, which is another point that I wanted to make. I hear you keep talking about, your dreams and your aspirations, and I know they're going to come true. So how I look at trading is as a way of funding the thing that I really want to do. So if technical work and gaming and all that kind of stuff is appealing to you, I don't know what job you're going to do right away, but learning how to trade, you will have the money to invest in your company to go do whatever you want to do. So I'm working on putting out different shows that cost money. We need actors, we need scripts, we need all the things. So trading, I do that for my money because it creates time freedom because I'm a mother. And I didn't mind working all day when I wasn't a mother. I'm that girl. I love to work. I'll clock in at 7 a.m., clock out at 7 p.m. and won't complain at all. But when you're a mom and you want to be a good mom, but you come from a hustling background, you got to figure out something, and you got to figure out something that's legal, and you got to figure out something that's quick. And that was trading for me. And when I say quick, the education, learning it was slow. That takes time. Once you get in the groove of it, the money comes quickly. Like my goal, guys,
we got a new
is
caller.
50K a day. I don't hit that number yet. I hit 20K a day often, not every day like I want to.
How y'all doing?
But it's definitely.
We got a new caller that just called in.
Okay.
You called it. We basically wrapping this up. You missed the whole joint.
Okay. Okay, so when y'all usually do this though? Every what, Tuesday?
Yeah, every for right now, yeah, every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Where you calling from? Michigan?
Yeah, I'm from Michigan.
Yeah, y'all on East Coast time, right? Y'all 2 p.m. But it's 3 o'clock out there, right?
Yeah, no, it's me, bro. I was it's me. I was late as shit.
Oh, all right. Yeah. So just Professor B, just give him a brief summary of today, real quick.
Okay. All right, guys. So this is Professor
B.
B. I've had a wonderful time with y'all. We are going to be here every Tuesday. We're going to solidify the time because he just asked me if I can go a little bit later so more of y'all can participate. But every Tuesday, I'll be here teaching you guys about trading, the introduction to trading. We're going to learn how we can get more information to you so you can start learning this skill set. But every Tuesday, I'm going to teach you what I can teach you from right here. We are working on some things where you can meet with us outside of here and get education in different ways. But basically, I'm here to just say you can start changing your life from where you are right now. You, if we be strategic about it, can start earning money and using it every day from the stock market. I love the stock market because it's a paycheck every day. I just send the money to my account like it's magic. There's no other job that does that. That feeling alone is just so gratifying. That for the people out here, I guess y'all call it the free world, that we don't have to wait from Monday to Friday or every 2 weeks to get a paycheck. Sometimes we got stuff we really need to do today. And if you know how to trade, you can really go and solve your financial problem that day. And then I love that it's a gift that keeps on giving. Like once my son is 6. By the age of 10, he's gonna know how to trade. I don't have to go buy another course. I don't have to go get him an instructor. His mama know how to trade. And he's going to be trading, making his own money because he is a gamer. You already know how to push them buttons and look at the screen all day. Let me show you how to read these candles. So a lot of us, we might not be able to be with our children right now. If we can't be with them in person, we can be with them financially. So however I can help connect out there and in there from a positive, loving, money perspective through trading is what we're here to do. And then today we just talked about what trading is. We talked about the different types of trading as far as our long-term investing, swing trading, leaps, day trading, and scalps. So that goes from years, that goes from trading and making money within a week or 2 months. You can be in one trade and hold it that long. You can be in one trade all day, or you can be a scalper like me. My average time in one trade is a minute. Like I can make $20,000 in a minute. And then what happens is when I told you trade, so what we say about trading is 10% skill set, 80% mindset. So when you start making that kind of money, right? You feel like, oh shoot, I just made $20,000 in 20 minutes. No, in 1 minute. Let me go do it again. That's when the market is exposing you that you're greedy and you should have stopped. And because of your greed, 9 times out of 10, it just happens. When you go back in there again, you lose the $20,000. That's why you got to learn mindset and discipline and risk management. So when you hit your goal and it's 9:30 in the morning and the stock market is open to 5:30, so you're looking at 5 o'clock. So you're looking at all the possibilities of all these candles that's gonna be running from 9:30 to 5. You're like, why stop at 9:31? I got all day. That's what I got to work on with y'all more than anything. Learning how to make money ain't the hard part. Learning how to stop is the challenging part.
Okay.
All right. So, all right. Hey, Damone. So you heard all that, right?
Yeah, I heard. I'm definitely interested in that shit, man. That's what I be on, man.
Okay. So yeah, next Tuesday at 2 o'clock, we be back on.
Okay. It's on the floor, man. I appreciate y'all too. I'll catch y'all next week.
No, I appreciate y'all. Y'all keep your head up, keep God first, and all things are possible.
I'll be sending you some stuff through JPay.
All right, for sure, bro. Be smooth, y'all.
All right.
Until next time, Kings.
Thank you for using GTL.
He said, I'm about to quit my 9 to 5 today. LOL. That's Micah, the one from Indiana.
I told you, Micah, you hold on to them trades too long, baby. Come to the scalping side. Come to the scalping side. You're gonna love it here.
All right, man. So day 1, man, I feel as though it was a great success.
Well, we don't do anything less than the best.
Listen, it's just going to go continue to get better and bigger, and this thing right here will never stop ringing. From city to city, state to state, coast to coast. We're going to get everybody that's interested inside of the prison walls to trade.
Period, Pooh. And it's not about the money for us. It's about the impact, the purpose, bro. Like, yeah, America has been putting our people down for too long. I don't care why y'all in there. Y'all deserve opportunity.
I'm gonna accept for Breon. I'm gonna accept for Breon real quick so he could say his last little things because he's the only one that really hung in the whole time.
Okay. The B is for Breon.
Bees attract bees.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, Breon, I got you back on the line because you're the only one that really stayed on the whole time. It's really, really interested in, and I can't wait. Yeah, I need you to call, man. You need to talk later. But yeah, because I like that you're a nerd like me on the low. All right, so you got anything you want to say?
I still got a little bit of it, but I am a nerd.
Yeah. I
Me
picked
too.
up. Yeah, so you got anything you want to say to Professor B before we wrap this up?
So, hey, Professor B, I appreciate you taking your time out to actually do all of this, tell us, breaking it down to us, and getting us understanding and helping us out to actually sit there and do our own stuff. I really appreciate that. And the one thing is, from all of the percentage and everything else that's breaking it down from the stock market area and in the trading market, it's like how you said, you're making this money like monthly or weekly or whatever for the trade market. But I know for the stock market, you do it like what? You get a percentage for what? Every.
Oh no, it's all the same. It's all the same. All of it is the stock market. All of it is the stock market. We're just choosing how we work the stock. So it's all the stock market. Let's just use Apple again. I can decide whether I want to use that same stock for long-term investing. I can use that same stock for swing trading or leaps, which means I'm just taking them from month to month or maybe a week to week. I can do day trading. I'm looking for good moves within the day, or I can do scalps. All of that is Apple in the stock market.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's just how you want to do it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So look.
Now I got a better understanding.
You definitely gonna have a great understanding. You're gonna be a professional trader in a minute. So
Period. Cool.
So we about to wrap this up, man. Appreciate you for calling in. We'll see you next Tuesday, Breon.
I appreciate y'all, man.
And we I'll be sending you something through the joint, and call me tonight at like 6 o'clock your time.
All right, I got you.
All right, bet.
All right, Breon. I know you're gonna be great. Keep being great.
All right, he gone. All right, so that's the wrap. Financially freedom with Professor
B, baby.
Financially free with Professor B. That was great. That was dope. Shout out to Micah from Indiana on the call in. Jumped on the live, then called in. Shout out to Micah.
Mike, we got something for you, so stay in touch. Micah.
Yeah, Micah. I got him. I got his number. He text one of these somewhere.
Because when we get you into what we got going on out here, you ain't seen nothing yet, brother.
Absolutely. Then somebody said first channel actually talking interesting.
Well, praise the Lord. I didn't come here to do anything that they doing. I want to go down as the original, the biggest B of the century.
And he definitely is. Trust and believe me on that one. All right, so let's wrap this up. Talk to you in a minute.
Peace.
Peace.